I know we're all struggling right now during this whole pandemic time with staying at home and quarantining and social distancing. It's really hard for a lot of barbers and photographers to be creative and have those creative outlets and do different things to keep you, sane. Because sometimes cutting hair or taking pictures or whatever you do professionally is your sanity. So sometimes it's really hard when you can't do those things. And I've been having a tough time with it too, trying to find things to do. I haven't been able to take pictures. I really haven't been able to cut hair. So it's been a real struggle for me. But I'm slowly easing my way back into those things, and I hope that you guys are too. But I'm going to try not to make this video too long. But anyway, the reason I'm here is because I got some new equipment. This is something that I've been wanting for a really long time, along with the trigger. Along with the trigger. So I'm going to do an unboxing on these videos and give my first impressions. I haven't opened these yet, so it should be really interesting in my impression of it, because I've been wanting these for a really long time. Just stay tuned. Get right into it. I'm not going to make this super long. So here is the Godox Ad400 C. This is the trigger for the AD400 that I have, the AD400 Pro that I have. And let's open this. I don't really know too much about it. I've been seeing some reviews and stuff online, and they said this was the one to get for the Godox AD400, and it was a suggested accessory, so I threw it in the basket and grabbed that as well. So let's open this thing up.
Comes with, user manual standard. This is registration, always register your products, salt and pepper, try this on your food, and the box, so you can trust that way.
So let's take it out of the pack. So here it is, you guys. You can focus on that. Yeah, so here it is. Cute. So firsthand, it feels really good. It doesn't feel cheap. It feels like if I drop this, it would be completely fine. It has the on and off switch the same way that the old triggers do. I have one of those as well for my speed lights. I really like this. The main thing that I noticed is the thumb wheel. They have a thumb wheel kind of like the Canon cameras do, and I can really appreciate that as a Canon user. The buttons feel really stiff. They don't feel loose. They don't feel cheap. Let's throw some batteries in this thing and see how it works. So this takes 2 AA batteries. Let's throw those in. Slide the back piece back on. Hit the switch. It's pretty standard. It looks just like the other Godox triggers. Nothing special about it. And I believe this is, I'm not sure what this switch does. Oh, I think this switch is for focus assist. I think that's the focus assist target, and that might be what that light is for also. But yeah, it has focus assist, and it seems to have like some type of motion thing. Like when you move it, if it rests, if you move it, it goes back into it turns the light back on. So that's pretty interesting. I really like this. Can't wait to hook it up to my camera and try it. The main event. So this is the Godox AD400 Pro. It's a 400 watt strobe, and this is my very first strobe. Now I am a member at a studio that has all the lighting equipment and everything that we need, but for me as a professional photographer, I feel like it's very important that you have and maintain your own equipment. I'm a firm believer in always have your own equipment, because you never know what could come up. And I just like having my own equipment. I don't really want to be responsible for someone else's, but I do use the equipment at the studio from time to time, but I've always pushed to have my own equipment. So taking it out of the box, first thing that I notice is the weight. It's not super heavy. It feels really good, and I really love this sturdy carrying case that it comes in. I'll show you the case up close. So I hope you guys can see it has the Godox logo there. It's like stitched, but it's like layered on top. It has a really good feel to it. It has a handle, pretty sturdy handle, stitched really well. It has buckles on the side. I believe there's a shoulder strap somewhere. It's not, they didn't come in the box, so it should be on the inside. And it also feels like it's waterproof. The box feels really nice and sturdy. If this thing fell or something fell on it, I'm pretty sure everything that's on the inside is going to be 100% fine. So, opening it up. So opening it up, standard pieces, user manual, registration. Here's what it looks like on the inside without dumping everything. Hope you guys can see that. This is what it looks like. Here is like a mesh material with a zipper for storage, and this is where the strap is, the shoulder strap is. Remember, had the buckles on the side. That's the shoulder strap. So going around the case, let's start with the power cord. Is a standard charger cord, which I also believe it can be used as an AC adapter. So if your battery dies, you can just use the strobe attached to this. It has a power indicator. Try to show you this, guys, up close. It has a power indicator, and it tells you it goes from 20, 50, 80 to 100. And yeah, this is the power charger. Here's the battery. Battery feels really good. It doesn't feel cheap. Now I am a little worried about the batteries because I have been seeing some reviews on Amazon, and I've been seeing some reviews on YouTube about these batteries not working or not charging properly, not charging at all, and then ultimately sending the whole unit back. So I hope I have a good system. Well, one of the things, so here is where you charge the battery. You open the little flap in the back. You can charge the battery back there. This little notch here is for, I believe, putting it on and off of the system. And here it has some dots. Not sure if you guys can see them, but I guess they are going to indicate how much power is left in the battery, which is great. Light, the actual strobe, it has holes in it, I guess, for heat. Different. I'm trying to be really careful with this because I don't want to drop it and I don't want to have to buy a new one. So this is the light, 400 watts. The Bowens mount assembly. It comes with an Allen key and 4 screws, so I guess you have to screw the Bowens mount onto the system. This is the mount that'll take like Bowens soft boxes or any other Bowens system that you're using. So right out of the box, I'm really impressed. I like the way it looks. I love the black. It doesn't feel cheap. It has a nice weight to it. It doesn't feel super heavy. I really like this handle here. Very sturdy handle. It doesn't feel cheap. Doesn't feel like it could snap off. One of the things that I did notice, as soon as I took it out of the case, this came off. And this is supposed to protect the bulb. And I really don't like that this was the first thing that came off, because this is super important when it comes to your strobe, because that bulb is everything. If you don't have a bulb, then you don't really have anything when it comes to a strobe. I've been seeing a lot of things online about this handle. I really don't have a problem with this handle right now. It's metal. It doesn't feel cheap. Some people were saying it wasn't big enough. It's not as big as the AD400. Well, guess what? This isn't the AD400. You can take this off here, push the trigger back, pull it, and this is how you put the Bowens mount on. To put it back on, you just twist and it will lock back into place. This also has a thumb wheel, pretty much like the Canon things do. I can really appreciate this. I really love that thumb wheel that this has. And here's all the buttons and everything in here. And I'm gonna pop the battery on real quick so we can turn it on and see what it's like. So you match it up with the hose.
Trying to push down,
and it locks into place. And then you press the on switch. Now I don't have the bulb on here. It says turn to the right to unlock. So you turn the wheel, unlock, and as you can hear, it beeped. And the red light, the red light came on, indicating that it's ready to be fired. Like I said, I don't have the bolt. I don't have the bolt connected to it, so there's no need for me to fire it. But what I will do, and I believe this is the modeling light. It has a 30 watt LED modeling light. I will turn that on. But anyway, yeah, it has two levels. Actually, one. I thought that it had two. 20. Okay, so you can change the level after you hold the button. You can change the level of brightness for the strobe. Like I said, it's 30. This is all the way at 100, so super bright. And then you can take it all the way down to 10%. Simple. So let's turn that off. And I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'm really excited to use this. This wasn't going to be super technical. I really don't know much about the system yet, and I'm really excited to use it. If you guys have any questions or any concerns or something that you want to teach me about this system, you can hit me up in the comment section, or you can hit me up on my Instagram page at LiveNMPhotos for my photography page, Tray Cuts with a Z and underscore at the end. For my barber page, if any of you guys are interested in that. I hope you guys appreciate this video. I hope it gave you some entertainment during this pandemic. Talk to you guys later. Peace.